Hi everyone, this episode contains a brief discussion around eating disorders and eating disorder culture. Take care when listening.
Shaved off her eyebrows?
Of course.
Because I want to do that with you.
I'm not doing that.
She wrote hell yeah instead of eyebrows.
I remember
We should do that.
I'm not going to do that.
Why?
Because I'm scared.
Don't be afraid.
I am.
Don't be afraid. What did that guy say? The only thing stronger than fear is something.
The only thing we have to fear is fear itself?
Yep. There it is. Who said that? FDR?
I always say him for everything.
I think it is, because I think he said that about the Great Depression, but I feel like that's really condescending if you're starving.
The ultimate gaslighting.
It wasn't scary. You were just scared. And that's what was scary.
Oh my god. Well, welcome back to Teacher Quit Talk, everyone. I'm Fraz.
I'm Miss Redacted, and this week we're going to appreciate the teachers. Well, actually, no, we're not.
We're going to talk about Teacher Appreciation Week, which honestly, we should have done this 2 weeks ago, but we didn't have this idea until last week. So,
you know, when you're like, well, I've never had this feeling because I'm an introvert, but I'm assuming some people relate. You get home from a party and you're like, fuck, man, that was great. I wish that party could just keep on going. This podcast is like that for Teacher Appreciation Week. Yeah. So if you're like, fuck, man, we just had Teacher Appreciation Week, be like, I cannot wait till next year. I'm not done talking about it. Good news for you, because we just started talking about it.
Party's still going.
Today at work, one of the very in charge people told me to sit with his assistant for like 2 hours and do a bunch of work, but we sat there and just Googled and talked about the Mary-Kate and Ashley movies instead for the whole time.
You have the same effect on everybody. I thought I was special, but no, it's just
He started it. I didn't even start it. He started it.
The Redacted effect.
It really is not my fault.
You just have a certain aura about you that doesn't make people want to work.
Yeah. What are we doing this week? We're talking about Teacher Appreciation Week, and we're going to look at some teacher appreciation gifts, but it's not really pictures because this is a podcast. I just have like people who said what they got.
Yeah.
And some of it I saw on social media. Some of it I Googled and was in like those weird top 10 worst whatever list. And this is my logic. I'm always okay stealing from those lists because they stole it from somebody else. It's like PEMDAS. It cancels out.
What has your like teacher appreciation experience been though?
So I am kind of like a Grinch when it comes to any sort of day or thing, which is very not teacher-like of me.
Like a dress-up day? Like a spirit week?
No, that's fun. I'm trying to think of what I mean.
Field day.
I don't mean like a day with a planned activity. With like the other day, someone emailed me and was like, happy admin professional day. And I was like, don't even, no. I was like, don't say that to me. Like, I know I'm an admin, but like, we don't need a day for that. One, I hate scheduling and things, and when something's different, I'm a creature of habit, so I don't like when it's like, oh, let's all go and talk about this. No, we have stuff to do. And then two, and this is a very serious example, the district that I worked for had celebrated Holocaust Remembrance Day. Obviously, I think the Holocaust needs to be remembered and is important. Let's do all the things. So they would, on social media, make such a show of how we honored Holocaust Remembrance Day. But then in my U.S. history curriculum, we did not have a full day dedicated to the Holocaust. So I did not even get to spend an hour teaching these kids about what the Holocaust is, why it happened, examples of people's stories, things like that. So it's like, instead of us picking a day, let's just do a good job of the thing. So I would always just teach it to them anyway, but it was like not in our pacing guide. It was like a bullet point in the World War II curriculum. It wasn't its own extended thing. So I would like pull resources from museums and stuff, but that's kind of like my stance on days, is that a lot of times if you have a day or a week for something, it just means you're not doing enough the rest of the time.
I mean, of course, appreciation weeks come from people being underappreciated. Like Nurses Appreciation Week. Nurses lack a lot of appreciation, so we give them a week. Teachers also, lots of unappreciation there, but they then gave us the same week as nurses.
It's a little funny though. Do you think it was on purpose?
I question it all the time.
Who picks these? Who picks these
It's
days?
also a lot of women in those professions. A lot of women are mothers, so we put it right before Mother's Day.
That's kind of how my birthday, my sister's birthday, and me and my boyfriend's anniversary are all really close to Christmas. So I have like my entire year's holidays within like 2 weeks.
See, that's what they're trying to do to us.
And also, if you have a loved one, please do not get them a combo birthday gift unless it's absolutely bitching. Unless it's better than both gifts combined. Like, if you're like, we're going on a trip, like, it's something like, whoa, like, really you're crushing it out of the water. Other than that, don't fucking get people combo gifts. Or else I'm gonna remember. In July, when it's your birthday, I'm gonna be like, yeah, you got your gift. It was that gift was your birthday gift as well.
I also haven't heard somebody say bitchin' since 2002. I love it. This says that the origins of Teacher Appreciation Week are somewhat murky. Okay, nationaltoday.com. In 1944, a black Arkansas school teacher wrote to politicians and educational professionals about the demand for a day to appreciate teachers.
It was World War II, and she said, hey, I know you're busy, but I have an idea.
Her name was Maddie White Woodridge. This is my favorite part. She wrote asking for a day to celebrate teachers, and it says, it wasn't for nearly a decade until the idea was introduced to Congress.
They had to finish the war. I am not one to give the U.S. government grace, but here, I'm gonna fucking call it. Like, I'm gonna call it. If I was president in the middle of World War II and that shit came across my desk, I'm cracking skulls. Get the fuck out of here.
Eleanor Roosevelt in 1953 convinced lawmakers to adopt the day. Wait, so in 1953, they got a day to appreciate teachers, but National Today goes on to say, after the NEA and Kansas and Indiana state affiliates lobbied Congress again to create National Teacher Day on March 7th, 1980, they continued to observe it yearly, even though Congress did not. So how do we get from 1953 saying, yes, we'll create the day, to having to do it again in 1980?
Oh, I guess the other time they did it, it was like, they were like, all right, it's for 1 year. We're going to appreciate you guys for a day. Soak it in.
Oh.
Don't mark your calendars, because it's not coming back.
And then they did it for 5 years, and Congress was like, y'all can do that. We're not. We actually hate you.
They're like, yeah, if you guys want to appreciate each other, feel free to do that in the parking lot after hours. I don't see the problem.
And then in 1985, the Assembly transformed the single day into the first full week of May. Wow. Beautiful. Well, there you have it, everyone. A very confusing history of National Teacher Appreciation Week. Why is Nurses Week the same week as Teachers Week?
What if it literally just popped up and said, because we hate you both?
Nursing acknowledges the birthday of Florence Nightingale, the founder of modern nursing, on May 12th. The first Teacher Appreciation Day was in 1953 on March 7th. What?
I feel like I'm stupider after hearing that somehow.
They don't want us to know history. They're convoluting this on purpose. I'm pissed.
They don't want us to know history. After 3 minutes of Googling.
I'm on Quora.com right now.
Oh, you're scraping the bottom of the barrel. When I was taking online chemistry in high school, I would always find the answers to all my homework on there.
Oh, yes. All the worksheets and such. Okay. Teacher Appreciation Week was in March for 4 years, and then the NEA moved it to May. So it seems like we have encroached upon the Nurses Week.
Damn, we're the colonizers of Appreciation Week.
This is not a good look for us. Here I am blaming everyone else when it may have been our very own NEA that fucked us.
Women on women crime.
Wait. Now the Nurses Week began in October. The plot thickens.
October's not May. One might say they are the most opposite of months in some ways.
In 1974, President Nixon proclaimed National Nurse Week. In 1981, a resolution was initiated by nurses in New Mexico to have May 6th declared National Recognition Day for Nurses. This seems like a big miscommunication in the 80s.
I think a lot of miscommunications happened in the 80s.
Anyways, let's not pit women against one another. Who cares? Fuck it. I don't care. I don't want to talk about this anymore.
You know what might be a fun little twist for us to try next year?
What?
Is that both teachers and nurses take the whole week off for their appreciation week, and then maybe we could get some more rights and benefits. Just a thought.
Love it. What if we made it like cruises?
We all go on a cruise together?
Yes.
Don't watch my stream about cruises. No one watch that.
Don't watch it. No.
No, we're going on a cruise together. Don't watch that. I'm actually going to delete it.
We're going to have the best time. I'm on Nurse Talk. Nurses are on Teacher TikTok. We can all be together and leave everybody else to figure it out. I understand that people may die, but
that is a risk I'm willing to take.
I think we should put doctors to the test. Make them do what nurses do. I bet they can't. Ha.
And the nice thing is that when we all accidentally drink way too much, the nurses will know how to do those little IVs on us. I'm not going to get one, but good for y'all.
Yes. And when everybody drinks too much, the teachers can then execute SEL upon them. And we can all talk about our feelings. It'll be beautiful.
I feel like, have you been on a cruise?
No.
They make you do like a little safety class where they like tell you what to do if there's an emergency. I feel like if we had a teacher nurses cruise, that would be like the most respectful safety class they'd ever had.
Yeah. I've never been disrespectful in a PD.
They didn't do that on the Titanic.
No, they fucking didn't. They actually just said, we're gonna go on vibes and vibes alone into the dark night.
I saw the funniest meme about the Titanic the other day where it was like...
fuck, redacted.
It was like a size comparison of like a modern day cruise ship compared to the Titanic, and someone quote tweeted it and said, damn, it already sank. We don't have to keep shitting on it like this.
Poor Titanic. Have you seen that children are like obsessed with the Titanic?
Yeah, it was like a very requested stream topic that I talk about the Titanic.
I had a pop-up book in my classroom last year, and children literally got into fist fights to get the Titanic pop-up book. Literal fist fights.
My high schoolers would always argue over this book that I had, that I literally told them if they messed it up at all, I would actually scream at them, because my mom bought it for me when I was a small child. And it's a Lewis and Clark book, which like they were not good people, but the book is still cool. And it has like copies of all these old documents. So you open it and it like feels like you're touching like their papers, and they're like all burned on the edges, and they have all these little envelopes, and it's like very interactive, but it's a lot of text. Like it's like
wow.
6th grade reading level. My kids would always argue over it, and I was like, if one person so much as breathes on my Lewis and Clark map that I've had for 12 years, I'm gonna lose my ever-loving mind.
But you love them so much, you shared, and that's a beautiful example that you just set for everyone here.
Right.
Anyways, we've discovered the history, kind of how this works, but who cares about the history?
Have you gotten anything good?
Hell yeah.
Oh.
Listen, I worked at that rich school.
Oh, right.
And then the 2 years after that, I worked at a school that went fucking crazy for Teacher Appreciation Week. Granted, unfortunately, Teacher Appreciation Week happened at home because we were in the pandemic times, but they did appreciation stuff for us all the time. We got a coffee cart that had lavender, and that's my favorite kind. We got lots of food, and that's the same school that rented out Universal Studios for us for our Teacher of the Year thing. Remember the Teacher of the Year thing?
Yes.
When I was heckling?
You know, when I was heckling the winners of the Teacher of the Year award at Universal Studio, as one does.
I wasn't heckling them. I was heckling the system. They were presented these awards from like a mentor or an administrator, and every speech started out with their relationship building and their service to their community and all of this beautiful stuff. And then it pivoted into test scores. It's not that test scores and data are nothing. It's just that they're not everything. And they're not the most important thing, in my opinion. Anyways, I'm very happy for them.
Very happy.
Very happy. Just, I think they deserve better. Anyways, that school went hard because also we worked 10-hour days. So the way they distracted us was with really cool swag. There was hydro flasks and a Herschel backpack. One school got custom baseball jerseys that had their school name on the front. That's how they distracted you, with gifts.
So
but I never experienced the full thing of it because of COVID. I never got the big flashy version. And last year I don't know, we didn't get it.
My dream that I've said again and again and again is to work at a school that has like a Lululemon partnership and everyone just wears school branded athleisure all the time. That's my dream.
That would be amazing.
Including the children.
Perfect. The uniforms are Lulu.
Yeah, I'm pro uniform. It makes it really easy. I'm pro uniform, but it's definitely not one of my hot button issues. Like if I was to pick things to change about our education system, that would not be it.
I've never learned my school's uniform policy. So I'm supposed to be enforcing it, and I just was like, they're here. I don't know. Because it's like navy shirt. So sometimes they were just in like a navy Minecraft shirt, and I was like, okay, well that's kind of a vibe. I never knew if my kids were in or out of dress code because I don't know. I never thought about it. Nobody ever yelled at me.
The high school I went to had a very strict dress code, but no uniforms. High school I taught at had uniforms. I didn't anticipate liking it. I thought I was going to hate it, but I actually really liked it because I felt like it just kind of made things easier for the kids in some way, especially the school that I taught at. A lot of kids were dealing with a lot of issues of living in poverty and not having access to a ton of the things that they needed. And the part of it that I noticed just because of my own experience is like, as a kid in high school, I felt like I would get over-sexualized a lot, and I would get dress coded all the time just because I had bigger boobs. It was all just so subjective all the time, and it made me feel like really weird about myself and feel like targeted about my body by adults, and it was just like really weird. And what I liked about the uniforms is it took that aspect of it away, and the school that I taught at had a very vague uniform policy, which I really, really liked. It was khaki pants or black pants. Shoes just had to be closed-toed, and then you had to wear like a polo, but it could be black, white, or any of the school colors, and you could get them for free, like through the district.
Yeah, they could get free uniform shirts for our school. And it was nice because from a socioeconomic perspective, it's very helpful to have something figured out. You know, like you also can't tell, barring like shoes and accessories and stuff, you can't tell like who is quote unquote rich and who isn't. You know, like it does avoid that. Not that that's happening a lot with the littles.
The socioeconomic thing I think is important, but to me, like the gender part of it was the biggest deal. Like I always felt like in a high school with a strict dress code, it was only ever for the girls. And so it was kind of nice to work at a school where it was like just a completely gender neutral policy. It made it easier to enforce in some ways. I wasn't enforcing it. Our school didn't, the teachers didn't really have to do it. The admin and the security kind of did it. There was one time this girl came in on her birthday in like a silver glitter like athleisure set, and it was like a little crop top, like a long sleeve crop top, and then like matching leggings.
Oh my god! I bet she looked so cute.
She did. She looked really cute. I had her the second period of the day, and she walked in, and I said, I am so impressed you made it through first period.
They're like not gonna kill her vibe on the birthday.
That's what I thought, and I was like, cool. So she sits down, she starts doing her work, and then one of the security guard comes in and goes, you, no. She goes, well, and then goes up and takes her backpack and looks at me and goes, bye. I said to the security guard, I was like, I'm surprised it took you till now, because normally if a kid didn't have their uniform on, they would notice it really fast. And he goes, yeah, she also skipped first period. We just saw her walking in from the car straight to this room.
Do you think she had a change of clothes, or she just like was...
No, she didn't, because they took her to ISS, and then she called her mom.
They said straight to jail right away.
The school to prison pipeline is like 1 inch when you get to high school.
Seriously, shit.
I always forget that that's like not normal. I'm like, oh, they took this. That's what they would always do. Like if I was like anything went wrong with a kid, they were like, we'll just put you in school suspension until we can get this figured out.
Oh my god.
So they were taking her to ISS. So she called her mom and was like, hey, they're taking me to ISS for my outfit. And her mom was like, yeah, I told you that was gonna happen. And she was like, yeah, I know, just come back. And then her mom came and got her, and they just had like a birthday day.
Oh my god.
It was really funny.
I just like picture her getting ready in like a old 2000s movie, and it's like, it's the perfect day. She's like putting on her sparkly.
She's a full hour and a half late for school.
Yeah.
And she had fake eyelashes with like sparkles in the eyelashes too. She was like literally serving. None of us deserved to see her. I'm glad she left for the day.
I hope she like went home and got McDonald's breakfast with her mom. Happy birthday, honey. God, I think kids like that are hilarious. Before we keep going, we're gonna take a super quick ad break. Love yas. Well, anyhoozle, Teacher Appreciation Week, it's not always so teacher appreciation-y.
It sounded like you got cool stuff.
I did. What happened with yours?
I taught like at a daycare preschool place when I first started teaching, and our calendar was really weird, so we didn't really do teacher appreciation. They did it at like a different time, and that one, like, it was government funded, so we didn't really get a lot of money for like frills like that. Like the government didn't send us money, they sent us stuff, so like we really didn't have that much say over resources. So they didn't really do a ton for us. They would have like the kids make us little cards, and just like sometimes they'd give us like coffee or something like that. It was always really little just because of the environment it was. It was also a small place. There was like 40 kids and a couple of teachers. But anyway, then my first year teaching in high school, COVID happened, so we didn't really do anything for Teacher Appreciation Week. I think they sent us all like a Starbucks gift card or something like that. Something small. And then my second year was COVID times. So much of it was so random because I think my principal got like random sponsors to give us stuff. Some of it we got like school swag, and I was like, okay, cool, I can wear this to work. And then they gave us travel neck pillows, and I was like, it's a pandemic. I thought I'm not supposed to go anywhere, was kind of the thing. And then the one really good part of Teacher Appreciation Week is that they fed us every day for lunch.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
Normally lunch was 40 minutes, which is really good for high school. It was awesome that our lunch was 40 minutes. But during Teacher Appreciation Week, they made it a full hour and had the admin watch the kids. So we got food every day. So like one day it was this wing place, one day it was like a taco food truck thing. Like, they had something different every day, so we got to, like, eat and hang out a little bit more. And then they hired a DJ. The school that I worked at hired a DJ for anything.
I feel like you've said that a lot.
I would ask for printer paper, and they'd be like, we have a DJ, though. Like, there was just always a DJ there.
The principal's cousin was a freaking DJ.
Yeah, I don't know. But it was with multiple principals.
Interesting.
I don't know. We just always had a DJ, and that's not a complaint. It was just random.
It's just an observation, really.
And the Friday of Teacher Appreciation Week, they would, like, get the food truck, I think, and then let the kids hang out with us, too. Aww. And we just, like, wouldn't have the last period of the day. For us, it was, I never got any, like, gift that I was like, hell yeah. But they would give us little, like, they made us a little plaque for each of us, and they got, like, the old-fashioned Coke bottles, so, like, have a Coke with Miss Redacted, but it had, like, my actual name on it.
Oh, that's cute.
So they would give us, like, little cutesy things like that, but other than that, it was usually food.
Yeah, I love being fed.
Food is good.
I loved going out with people, too. Like, we would go to, like, a restaurant and have margaritas and, like, sit around and talk, and, like, that's when you get to talk to admin and, like, your people, you know, like, all day. They're, like, also coaching you, and they're pulling you into meetings, and they're very much so above you, but when you're just sitting there eating and drinking and hanging out, it's so nice. I feel like that is so needed in the climate that education exists in.
It really is. When you're doing, like, an employee gift or appreciation or anything, whether you're, like, a principal or a manager of somewhere, anything like that, people really just want a few things: money, food, or not working. So if your gift does not fall into any of those categories, maybe, like, backtrack a little bit and get back to the drawing board.
I do have, like, such a, I don't know, this is probably a character flaw. Like, I saw Toy Story when I was a baby, basically, and I, for the rest of my life, was very afraid that I was making my toys feel bad. It, like, psychologically fucked me up. So bear that in mind. But there's almost nothing that somebody could organize or plan or whatever for me that I wouldn't be like, thank you for. Like, honestly thankful. And, like, I know that some things, it's like, that's insulting to people. But then, like, when people give it to me, I'm like, well, at least they thought of me. Like, at least they, I don't know.
I'm
like,
so excited to show you these god-awful gifts that I found.
I'm excited too. This is the reason I'm most excited for this episode, because I think that we are so starkly opposite.
We really are.
In our reactions, and I think that that's a good thing. I think people are in for a real Wednesday Addams and her friend's name is treat here.
The roommate?
Yeah, I didn't see the series.
I watched, like, 1 or 2 episodes. Didn't grab me.
I like the aesthetic, though.
Definitely the vibes are there.
Anyways.
I just sent you one. It's a photo, so after you react, I'll describe.
Okay. But it's kind of like, it's punny.
So if you got this, you would, like, smile. For everyone, the thing that apparently this is what she wants.
No.
It is all laundry detergent, and then they put a little papers on it. So it says, thanks for all you do. If it's not insulting enough to get laundry detergent as a gift, it is 1 fucking load worth of laundry detergent. They couldn't even give you a pack that you, like, actually use.
See, I'm sitting here thinking of, like, oh, well, they probably have a budget they have to stay within, but I do feel like probably you could get more bang for your buck at, like, the dollar store. But somebody took time to glue it on there, and that's what really, like, I picture them gluing the little papers and cutting the papers.
And typing the papers.
And how many did they do? And, like, then they had to put them in the mailboxes.
And where my mind is, it's like you spent all the time typing that, printing that, cutting that, and putting it in mailboxes, and at no point did you stop and be like, this is actually ridiculous.
I think I need to change the kind of therapy that I do.
You're gonna invent a new kind of therapy.
The more you explain it, the more I see the vibes. Would I give it? Probably not in that way, but shit. Send me another one. Let me fucking redeem myself.
Okay.
Oh, you know what I think would be really cute? I've been thinking about this ever since you said it last week.
What?
At the end of last week's episode, I was editing it. You said if you got a pebble that says Teachers Rock on it, I was like, yeah, vibes. But how cute would it be if, like, all the kids painted big rocks for the teachers? Would that be cute?
No, I think that is cute.
And it was like one of those things you could put in the garden. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes. So this is my thing with gifts, is that a good gift does not have to be expensive. So when I'm roasting these gifts, it's not that you didn't spend enough money. It's that the brain is not there.
Yeah, the execution.
Exactly. Because I think that is very cute. You give the kids these rocks, they paint them, and then you like put them all in a little pathway or something. So then when the teachers get there every day, they see all the rocks. Like, you can do low budget ideas and still slay them.
Yeah, totally. I think we could tweak so many of these to make them very sentimental. Mm-hmm. Here we go. I'm howling at the gift from my district. Talented and I make a difference 5+ years empowered. Wait, is this just a picture?
Yep, they all just got that to their inbox.
Where you put it?
They said you can print it out and put it anywhere you'd like, is what was attached with this apparently.
Oh dear.
This district sent each teacher a JPEG image. It looks like an award that like you'd print out, and it says like how long they've been there and that they're talented and empowered. And they sent it and said, you can print it out and put it anywhere you'd like in your classroom.
They could have like done it like a die cut and put it with something else, or like ordered it as a sticker from FedEx or something.
This person did say, so this was a district gift, and this person said that their school secretary printed everyone's and laminated them because they felt so bad that it was such a bad gift.
Oh, there is something about a good school secretary that's like a warm hug. Mm-hmm. But holy, I feel like districts almost have no excuse. Remember when Anna was saying that her admin was trying to get her to buy gifts for herself and her team?
Yes.
Like stuff like that, I feel like happens at the district level where it's like, who makes the budgets? The district. Who tells the principals how much money they get? The fucking district.
Exactly.
I feel like the district is the man, and I don't like the man. They're the ones that fuck everything up because they're not even in there. 'Em. They don't even know. Send me the thingy.
Okay, I sent it.
Okay, wait. Are they calling you a snack? Has HR entered the chat?
I didn't even think of it that way. Did you read the little note on it?
Roses are red, baggies are clear. I'm so glad that you teach here. But as a kindergarten teacher, I have notes. Why did they make red you and teach the color red? And why is baggies and glad blue?
I do not have answers
Why did they
to those
do
questions,
that?
Unfortunately.
Red you teach, baggies glad. It's like when I used to look through Taylor Swift's fucking album CD inserts for clues. That's what I feel like I'm decoding right now. But then it says snack on the Ziploc bag, so...
Because it's the snack size.
Yeah, and then it says 100 calories on the front.
Where do you see 100 calories? Oh, perfect for
100
calorie snacks. That means, like, the size. Like,
I'm thinking diet culture.
This is capitalizing on diet culture. It's like, you only eat 100 calories at a time because you read too many magazines? This is the baggie for you.
Remember when they really pushed the 100 calorie shit on us?
I remember the little Oreo cracker snack pack.
Oh, yeah.
Things.
There was ones from South Beach Diet or something like that were little biscuits with jam, and I loved those things. But honestly, looking back, that was my Fitness Pal era, and that was just
You took the
horrible
words out of my mouth. My kryptonite is the Halo Top ice cream. Halo Top ice cream and my Fitness Pal go hand in hand together for me.
I forgot about that, and I thought it was so delish.
It's not. I don't think
it's
it
not,
is.
but I thought it was because I was so
No, like
confused.
we really thought we had the life hack.
The psychological warfare.
I used to eat it for lunch at work a lot.
Because it had protein in it?
No.
Have you seen those protein cookies?
I have. So where I work has like a very strong eating disorder culture because I work in real estate in Miami. Like we'll order donuts and they'll be like, make sure to cut them all in quarters because no one's going to eat a whole one.
No.
Not like one of those places where the donuts are huge. I'm talking a Dunkin' Donuts donut.
I'd be so confused. They would judge me.
So people will always try and give me the protein cookies and they're like, it tastes the same. You can't tell. And I'm like, Queen, you have not had sugar in 2 years. So how would you know? When was the last cookie you ate that wasn't a diet cookie? Because no, it doesn't. It might be better than some other diet cookies, but it's not good.
I follow this really kick-ass Instagram. I literally forget what it is, but I feel like a lot of people know. They did a side-by-side comparison of the protein cookies with a McDonald's cheeseburger and showed that the McDonald's cheeseburger in a lot of ways is objectively quote-unquote healthier or better or more nutritious. I don't remember what qualifier they used, but they like showed that if you're going for the diet culture vibe and you're using those cookies, they're just marketing to your insecurities. It's not necessarily rooted in any kind of science or anything. And I think about that every time that I'm feeling a little peckish. I'm like, I'm gonna go get myself a little protein snack, and I go get get a cheeseburger with extra pickles from McDonald's.
I accidentally got McDonald's today.
How do you accidentally do such a thing?
So I went there for a Dr. Pepper because I was on my way home to come record this. I was tired and I was like, I'm a little hungry. Let me get a little snack. I just wanted to get the 4 chicken nuggets, but then they were like, oh, we're gonna have to wait a couple seconds. There were people behind me and I just wanted to make a thing. So I was like, okay, let me just get a chicken sandwich instead. And I figured I'd just eat part of it. But I don't know where the miscommunication happened. They gave me a large chicken sandwich meal.
So you got some good eating tonight.
I already ate it. I'm also gonna make dinner.
I love McDonald's. Do you know about when McDonald's bought my video?
No.
Okay, listen.
What?
So last year, I made a TikTok to the audio.
Where you get your grills from?
I got them from Johnny Dang.
You lying?
Yeah.
So I said, what's your favorite McDonald's thing? And it's like chicken nuggets. And it goes, you lying? And I said, yeah. And I'm holding a fillet of fish.
I hate you for that so much, but I knew you were going to say that.
It's my favorite! Extra cheese. So McDonald's emailed me and bought the video for a $250 McDonald's gift card.
That's a deal I'll take in a fucking second. I would have done it for $5.
All these girlies were in the comments like, fish fillet lovers unite. I feel seen. I'm no longer living in the dark.
Nah, y'all deserve all the oppression that comes your way. Y'all just know.
It's delicious.
On that note, I'm sending you another terrible gift.
I'm ready.
This one's not that bad. This one's a little cute,
Okay.
I think.
Oh my god! It's so cute. I feel like a veteran teacher made this. This person taught in the 90s because those teachers make the best pockets out of construction paper. I forgot that our teachers used to do that until last year. I was handed worksheets with big construction paper folded into a folder, and I was like, I fucking love you. Okay, so this is a little construction paper folder that's going around a soda bottle. Okay, so they engineered this, and it says mounds of thanks for all you do, and it's a Mounds bar in the pocket around the Mountain Dew bottle.
I think that one's kind of cute.
I don't like either of
Those things don't go well together.
But that's so cute.
I want them to make an almond-free Almond Joy because Mounds has the potential to be great, but I like milk chocolate better than dark chocolate. But then if you eat an Almond Joy, which is the same thing as Mounds, it just has an almond in it, there's a fucking useless almond in it.
I've never had either of those.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you like coconut?
No, not really.
You're gonna hate it then.
It tastes like suntan lotion to me.
That's why I like it.
But I also can't do dark chocolate. It gives me a headache or nauseous. I can't tell which it does to me.
I have a very strong reaction to Splenda and aspartame.
So you can't have diet soda?
Nothing diet or sugar-free. Well, if it's sugar-free just because there's no sugar in it, that's fine, but like sugar-free candy. I actually love bringing it up to my parents and yelling at them because my mother was very much and is very much a diet culture girly, so she would only let us drink diet soda and we would never have regular soda, and it was always diet soda. And I told her that it literally fucks me up. Like, it makes my stomach hurt, it makes my head hurt, and you were here shoving Diet Coke. And she was like, girl, you didn't have to drink it.
I think that so many almond moms were a victim of the, what did they call it, heroin chic in the 90s? It was like the emaciated look of the 90s. In the tabloids.
My mom attributes her almond mom status to like the 70s, 80s workout culture.
Yeah, that makes total sense.
Wait, I have a couple more teacher appreciation things, but they're not pictures, so I'll read them to you.
Okay.
So, a 2-inch long piece of rope that says, hold the rope, pull together, thanks for all you do. For real, what does this even mean? I actually can't even use the rope for anything, so what's the point?
I don't understand that.
They gave them a piece of rope.
I knew that.
Pull it together.
Pull it together?
Yeah.
Like, get your shit together?
It says hold the rope, pull together. So I think like as a team, pull together.
Oh, not pull it together.
Yeah, that's very different. Sorry. Pull it together.
Happy Teacher Appreciation Week. Pull it together.
This is another good one. A sample-sized packet of honey with a note saying thanks for being here.
What?
If it wasn't a sample-sized thing of honey, I could get on board. Like if you had gotten like, I don't know, some like local honey, support the farmers of your town. I'd be like, this is fun.
Honey is very expensive.
I have a feeling they just like went to the gas station and pocketed the little, you know, they have the little packets.
Yeah.
I always steal the lemon juice ones from gas stations, so.
Have you seen that they have little packets of lime that are like powder?
I've seen lemon ones. I haven't seen lime ones.
I saw it when I was researching Water Talk. They put them in soda. They put them in Diet Coke.
Oh, interesting, because lemon or lime in a Diet Coke is good.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to send you some of these for you to read.
Okay. A box of spaghetti with a label that says, thanks for being positively wonderful. A bag of popcorn that says, "This may sound corny, but we just wanted to pop by and say you're appreciated." Those are so cute.
You're loving this. This is so funny.
No, those ones are actually cute. There are definitely better, cuter pastas, but I mean, who doesn't love popcorn? You can even make it in the teacher's lounge and start a fire. Okay, an empty Ziploc bag full of love. Empty? Not even with some glitter or some like hole punched hearts?
Hole punched hearts would have been good. You see what I'm saying? Like, if you have no money but a good attitude, you can make something decent.
That one could have gone really well with the snack pack one too. Anyways.
Another good point.
An actual rock with the words "You Rock" written on it in Sharpie. They need to call me, okay? Have the kids paint some rocks, put them in the mailboxes with notes.
We should rebrand ourselves as Teacher Appreciation Week consultants, because we're consultants and not teachers. Then the district will actually give us money.
Yes. Oh, Jesus Christ. Couldn't mask for a better teacher attached to, you guessed it, a free surgical mask. I bet they have those in boxes at school. You have boxes of masks.
That principal came in violently hungover that Monday of Teacher Appreciation Week. And then the secretary said, "Hey, did you pick up anything for Teacher Appreciation Week?" And then all the life they had drained from their face. And then they went, yeah. And then they went into their office and started just rummaging around for items. And that's what they found, I think, is the backstory there.
That could have really livened up the very first delivery of masks that you got to your classroom in 2020. Could have been like, couldn't mask for a better teacher. You could have made that really a cheery moment in the middle of a deadly pandemic. A tiny potted cactus with the message, "We're so happy." No! Wait.
Read it.
A tiny potted cactus with the message, "We're so happy to have you at our school that we wet our plants."
It's funny because you don't even really have to water cactuses.
Do people pee of joy?
Like little kids.
Of joy?
Yeah. I'm sending you one more. This one's like their week-long calendar of Teacher Appreciation Week.
Montage Monday. Enjoy a video montage from our superintendent. Zumba at something 30 to 5:30. Okay, well, we love a Zumba moment, but the video
I want to see the video montage of the superintendent.
I want to too.
Imagine if it's like a highlight reel of the superintendent like playing basketball in his driveway. It has like Eminem playing in the background. It's like all like black and white, like artsy shots.
That's what your old principal would have done.
No, it really is. A lot of the administrators that I had worked with had been former athletes, so they would always try and play with the kids. Watching a 47-year-old man try and play basketball with 15 high school students is very funny.
Oh my god, I bet that would have been hilarious. See, if you want to make that one a little spicier, you could have wrote a sick rap over a garage band beat and did it with like teachers' names. That would have been hilarious. Tasty Tuesday. Enjoy tasty treats from central office staff. Zoom cooking class from 6 to 7. Okay, vibes. Zoom cooking class? That's cute. Oh, dearest. Award-winning Wednesday. Enjoy a Golden Appreciation Award from administrators. Why does it say A-Ward? Is that the school's name or something?
I think because they were trying to do like a letter thing, like Montage Monday, Tasty Tuesday.
Oh.
So they didn't have a W one, so they said A-Ward.
The ward evokes hospital thoughts. But they do have Pilates at 4:30. Thankful Thursday. Enjoy school visits from central office staff. Zoom yoga. Wait.
To calm down from your unsolicited observation.
I can't think of anything that would make me feel less appreciated than if... Wait, do you think that they just had district walkthroughs like that day and they tried to reframe it?
They're like, well, we gotta spin this. They're like, district walkthroughs on Teacher Appreciation Week? Not good. How do we sell this?
The fire marshal is coming.
Fire Marshal Friday. Is your classroom up to code?
Speaking of Friday, Fabulous Friday. Enjoy homemade artwork from students.
That's cute.
So cute.
So we hope that you, if you're a teacher, you got appreciated better than all these people got appreciated, because most of these were pretty not great.
But we could fix it.
For the low price of $150,000 per year, your district can hire the two of us to put together your Teacher Appreciation Week plan. We'll even pay for it out of that $150,000.
Oh, Absolutely. That's enough for all my materials. And I'm going to make the cutest hole punched hearts in an empty Ziploc bag for all of your teachers that you've ever seen. Just you wait.
It'll be great. No one's going to quit this year.
No one's going to quit. We guarantee it. But really, we're trying to turn your staff so that we have more guests for our podcast.
We're recruiting.
We are indeed. Thank you so much for joining us. We love you so much. Next week, we're going to probably have a guest talking about teacher emotions. So that'll be really fun.
We'll laugh, we'll cry, and then he'll write down what that looked like.
Yeah, for his research. We're like little rats.
We're like those people that the CIA gave acid to without their consent, but we did give consent.
Okay, bye.